You're going to open up the classroom document titled DDP Parts Measurement. And in here, you're going to add your name, the part you're going to replace, and the overall length, width, and height of your part. Down on the bottom, you're going to create a drawing to insert the picture of your original part with arrows showing important dimensions and insert it here with your name. So mine is going to go right here. And if there's other important dimensions, I'm going to add them in here. And I wanted to show you how to go about inserting a drawing of a picture of your original part. Up here under Insert, we're going to create a drawing. And in the drawing menu, you're going to insert your image. You're going to choose to upload and go into where you have it. I have it on my phone, I have it in my DSIM folder, on my camera folder, and it's the very first image. I'm going to open it and insert it into this drawing menu and then add arrows and text and the measurements and the dimensions and whatever else I want to do. And then when I save and close it, it's going to insert into your box on that table right next to your name. So make sure you choose that space before you click on Insert to go to the drawing. When this uploads, I'm going to select it. And you can crop it and you can add text to it. I'm not going to add a ton of text, but just to give you the idea, maybe the fact that this is my kitchen light switch plate. Give it a title. And then these dimensions right here between the two screws are extremely important. And the dimension of this opening and the dimension of this opening where I'm going to try to, close off a lot of these different areas that are not closed in because of the type of light switch that it is. So I want to put some arrows to the important dimensions. These screws are going to be some important dimensions. Now, when you create your arrow, you see how tiny that is and slim that is. If you click on it and you select it, the arrow, see how it's selected here? You can change how bold it is, the color it is, but make it big, make it stand out. You can pick any color you want, whatever you want. Doesn't really matter as long as it contrasts your background so it's easy to see. You can extend, I believe you can extend this. You can move it if you're pointing to the wrong thing once you have it selected. So I want to point to my screws. I want to have an arrow, and I'm going to put the dimension in here of what these dimensions are in between the screws. Let's see, can I copy my arrow? I can. So I just hit Control C to copy the arrow when I had it selected. So the other dimension that's going to be really important is this opening for the slider type of switch I have here that I explained in class. I'm going to hit Control Copy again, Control C again, and make another arrow. See if that worked. Did it? I think it did. And this one, I think, oh no, it didn't work. I want to put an arrow to this opening and probably between these two, if I could put an arrow with a point on both ends, which I probably could. You can create shapes in here. You can add text in here. So if this dimension turns out to be, and I haven't measured it yet, so I'm not sure, but if it turns out to be, let's say 1.75 inches and label it, it doesn't have to be the tiniest font either. You can resize this text box and make this stand out just like you're going to make your arrows stand out. Okay, same thing with my title. Doesn't have to be tiny. It should be big, bold, stand out. course, just resize the text box as needed, move the text box as needed. Okay, so once you have it all worked out and done, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing on mine. I'm going to take some time and I'll show you the finished product on the classroom document. But you're going to save and close this, and it should, which it did, end up in the box right next to my name where I clicked before I went up to insert and went down to insert drawing. Okay, so that is how you get the picture from your phone into the Google Doc for the classroom assignment. And this is one of the very first things that we're going to do here. But down here, this project document, you're not going to create right away. You're going to start to create when we finish the top part here. So this is going to be a work in progress. You're going to you're going to create a document and put in a link to here, but make it so that people can comment only, so that you're still working on it. And then down here at the very end of the project, we're going to put our name in, and we're going to put in the Thingiverse link for our three-dimensional replacement part that you've created that you are going to share with the world. Thanks for watching.